Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're actually going to be doing some work to my brother's car. No, not the Supra, but finally, the M3. We're actually doing some work to the headlights. And I'm going to let my brother explain that. Here he is. Mike, explain what we're doing today. Also, this is my brother.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
He owns this car. Today, we're actually going to be doing...
Oh, you're talking to me. Okay, I didn't know.
What? Okay. This is Mike's car. What are we doing today?
We are going to be changing the color composition of the daytime running lights on the 2024 G80
to
yellow.
All right.
From white.
All right. So it's really simple. It's these motherboards. They're just chips. I can't take them out. Mike, take them out.
I got them.
They're really just chips, and they have an LED on them. Very simple.
Do not eat these chips. They are not chips that you can consume. Fun fact. Anybody who doesn't know anything about these.
On these laser headlights, they come with the motherboards. This is what it looks like, and they're equipped with the white, not the yellow. Instead of going to ind.com, where everybody gets these chips from, or like Beamer World or wherever it's called, or Beamer Code. Instead of getting these chips on a name brand website, I got these on Alibaba. Now, before you hate on Alibaba, these are exactly the same as what you get on Beamer Mod or IND, and spending $300. You can get it on Alibaba. It literally costs 50 bucks, and the shipping is not bad. So they're literally the same, and we're gonna pop these in and see how they look. Let's show you how to take these, well, before we take them out, let's actually show them the color, what it looks like now. So let's check out what these daytime running lights look like as of right now. So that's what the headlight looks like now. It's not a bad look. It looks really good, but to give it more of an aggressive look with this matte gray, we're gonna be changing it to yellow. So let's get to it.
We got yellow spray paint today. We're gonna take apart the lens, paint it up in the microwave, and we're good.
I'm sorry.
Paint it in the microwave.
I'm sorry, but there's an easier way than that. Let's get the jack, and let's jack this up because we need to get access to the wheel well here. We need to peel back this fender liner and get access to the back part of this headlight. In order to get the fender liner out, there are these retainer screws right there, there. And we're not gonna take it all the way out. We're just gonna pull it back. There's a module right there. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 13 of these, are these 10 mils? 13 of these 10 mils. So now we're just gonna peel this back. The first module that you want to take out is this one right here, and these are the Torx bits. You're gonna take those out and get to the module. You got two T20s, and you gotta take this screw out and take that screw out, and this should come right out. Okay, so it comes out easy. As you can see, the motherboard is right over here, so you gotta take this apart. We'll unplug that, but as I was saying, the brace over here is held with glue and bolts, and you can't take this off. Well, I don't want to take it off, so I had to use this little Torx Allen key right here.
Put it right next to
it. Yeah, you might want to wear gloves for this. You don't want to fry the board. I had this happen to me once on my Nissan, where I actually fried the bulb because I wasn't wearing any gloves. But I don't want to take any chances. So there you go. You just unplug it, and there's the chip. So we're gonna be replacing this right here. Here is the old motherboard, and this is the new motherboard. So very easy to change. You would pry this one out and then put this one in. So you want to use a plastic pry tool and get underneath the chip, because it is held in with some adhesive, and this doesn't seem like it's coming off. Seems like this is really hard to take apart. I don't want to risk breaking this. I don't want to use this because I tried, and I put as much pressure as I feel comfortable. And this, I'm really trying to get it off, but not having any luck. So we're gonna be using a hair dryer, heating this up and seeing if we can get the adhesive on the back side to loosen up, and we can pry it up a little bit. But in the meantime, we're gonna set that over there and we're gonna take the other module out. Now the other module is way easier to take off than the one in the fender liner. It's literally right there. It's the easiest module to get to, so we're just going to take off these two T20s, take it off, and then you pretty much have access to the motherboard. Stop it.
That's it. Much easier than the other one.
Much easier. And this one actually seems like it's easier to change too, as you have something to pry on here on the ends.
We got a Infinity Pro hair dryer by Conair, and it is personally from me. And
You can talk normally, you don't have to talk with an Xbox voice.
now I'm talking an Xbox voice. I just I'm really showing off this nice orange detail.
All right, let's see if we can pry this off without using a hair dryer.
Oh, it's on there.
No, that's really on there. Got it. So.
Yeah, that's like cement.
Yeah, that's heat sink. That's like what you use for like computers on the CPU and stuff. That's what you use.
So now you just know you got to give it some extra elbow grease.
Yeah, I guess so. I think I'm gonna add some 3M to the back of the new one, so that way it sticks and doesn't fall off. So
Yeah, because heat really doesn't
I guess it
reactivate that.
Yeah, heat doesn't really.
It's just you're just gonna have to give it the beans.
Right, that's why they call it heat sink. But all right, so now we're gonna swap it out with the new motherboard. As you saw, we took the old one off, which is this one. It says R on it. The new one says L and R, so it's for left and right. So it doesn't matter which one which motherboard, which chip you use. So I'm gonna add some 3M to the back here and stick it on, and then reinstall this module. So I'm gonna hold it like this. You're gonna get underneath it. Get a good spot to get underneath it, right there.
Get over here. There's more of a gap.
Right there. I'm gonna tap it a little bit. Watch. There we go. I hear it. It's coming.
Super glue.
I hear it prying up.
It's coming.
Go lower. Go. No. Towards Mike.
Right there we go.
Go towards Mike.
There we go.
Ta-da! Damn, look at that glob.
They put wow.
That's
Oh my God! Wow!
a lot.
How the hell are you supposed to take this off? I mean, you're not really supposed to take it off, but that's a lot. That's a lot of glue. So it is basically the same thing, just different LEDs on the board. So we're gonna put the new ones in and reinstall it. And then peel it off. And then stick it to the module like that. Just make sure it's on there pretty good. It's not gonna come off.
The board without gloves.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna fry it. And then this one, just line it up with the prongs here. Slide that on. Put some pressure down, and there you go. You have two modules that are now installed with the yellow daytime running lights, and now we're gonna reinstall these. Gio,
Bruno.
since you were so skeptical on Alibaba parts, do you think this will work?
Not if you touch them with gloves on.
Yeah, I think they could work.
Could work.
We'll find out since you're touching it without gloves.
Yeah, like you just said, you fried the 350 boards by touching them with your fingers, and your fingers are disgustingly dirty right now.
Yep, and you're touching Alibaba
And you're
boards.
literally just mucking the board up.
Alibaba board.
So I think if they don't work, I hope that's not the case. They did have a good chance of working.
Does
But if
Alibaba have a nice fancy program?
touching the board with your bare hands is like a known thing with these things, then obviously if they don't work now, we know why.
What's the return policy with Alibaba?
They actually, I'll get
I
into
wouldn't even do that. Nah, whatever.
it's the
Now you're cleaning them?
With brake cleaner. Not gonna return.
Brake cleaner on a board.
Well, this is not a board. This is just an
Oh,
aluminum
no, I thought you
piece.
were wiping the
God.
board down.
I thought so too.
It's just an aluminum piece because I didn't think it was sticking good enough.
Mr. Baba's not gonna take this return.
Mr. Bob.
Mr. Baba.
So actually, with Alibaba, they do have a warranty program. So if anything happens to your said part, they can replace it for you at, I think just like you have to ship it back.
But does pure stupidity count?
I don't know.
You have to ship it back. It only costs $600 to send it back to China.
Don't scare the viewers away from Alibaba parts. So reverse order, literally just.
Purple.
That'd be dope, actually.
I love that. That would be amazing. Purple would be sick.
Bruno's
I love that.
Bruno's olive finger oil.
Shut up,
Olive oil finger oil.
Get any worse than Gio's sausage finger?
bro. These are not sticking at all. This 3M tape's not sticking at all. So I redid this. Austin actually scraped off some of the heatsink on the backside of this piece here and stuck it back on. Actually seems like it's stuck on better. So put this back on. Take 2. Connected. Okay.
The gifted.
That's in. I don't want to screw it in just yet. I want to put the other board in. I want to put the other board in. He's like, NPC.
Yes, it is in. I am confirming.
I am talking, and he is like this the whole entire time.
Yep, that looks into me.
So same thing with the other board, just reverse order. This one I might have to put a screw in because it's hanging on it. All right, one is working. That looks really good. Let me figure out why that one's not working. I put the wrong board in.
I did say wrong side.
Nobody else noticed, all right? So,
Well, I'm just trusting you're going and doing. I'm backing you.
all right, wrong board.
I'm ride or die. I don't ask questions.
If only there was a letter.
If only there was a sure indication.
You know what? It was in German. Luftwaffe. He thought it was the right.
Okay, take 3, and we're using the right board. As you see, R. I knew it had one. R. Just make sure it's the right board. Don't pull a me. All right, so here it is. This is what the Alibaba daytime running lights look like. And they look sick. That looks freaking awesome compared to these ones here. I think that it looks really good.
Roll right now. The ball's really bright.
There it is. That's the stock one. That's the Alibaba daytime running lights. But this is not my car. This is my brother's car. And this was a Christmas gift, so how do you like how it looks?
Actually look pretty sick. I'm not
Okay.
gonna lie. I like them.
He likes them. And I like them too. G, what do you think?
I think they look dope, actually.
They look really
Yeah,
good.
they look pretty
They
sick.
look really good. Austin!
Well, first of all, it's one of those parts where no one's gonna be like, these are not real, like, or from the
Right.
factory. So
Right.
no one's gonna be able to tell. Obviously, you would be able to tell if they were like dull or out of color. They're bright.
They're spot on.
They're very like the color itself is very rich. It's not like a dull yellow. They're
Yeah.
like actually very
Now,
bright yellow.
I have a quick question. Would you think that I paid $50 for? Would you think that these are Alibaba daytime running lights if you were to see me on like the street and be like, "Yo, bro, that's sick"? Would you think that I cheaped out on these or no?
No, I think they're great quality. I think they do exactly as intended.
Now, if you owned a G80, would you do the same thing I did?
absolutely
Compared to spending $300 as
if
to
this
what
was
these
my
companies.
car and the factory or like the whatever, like the aftermarket boards were $300 or whatever they are, I would be spending $50 on Alibaba headlights
right.
modules for sure.
Austin, what do you think?
I like turtles.
So, with Alibaba, it's where most of literally any company in the U.S. gets that's where they get their supply from. So Alibaba is practically an Amazon for manufacturers to sell their goods to us. Now, a lot of people don't know about Alibaba and they think it's fake. I don't think it's fake. I think that they're the main source of where most of the parts in the US are coming from, and not a lot of people are utilizing that. They'd rather spend the top dollar money for those parts and consider it real. Meanwhile,
It's just the branding.
it's just the branding.
It's just the branding.
So basically,
You go on, you know, whatever. If you go on like FCP Euro or ECS Tuning or CTS Turbo,
They're
or like
all
any of
getting
these
it-
European parts
Yeah.
websites, they are just the middleman. They are getting their parts from. I'm not gonna guarantee it,
Well,
but
yeah, you're not
for
yeah.
example, they would most of the time probably be getting their parts manufactured in China because it's cheaper to do so. They're getting them in hand here in the States from China, and then they're putting their labeling on it. They're putting their branding on it, and you're paying for that markup. The same way you would buy any like designer shoes or handbags or whatever the case is, you're paying for the name, you're paying for the label.
Right.
They're not made where they say they're being made, or you know, made in the USA and stuff like that. And I mean, I would hope if they're claiming that it's made in the USA, then at least some of that is true, but a lot of the materials coming from China, it's being fabricated in China, and they're just putting their afterthought touches on it, like badging and stuff like that. So, like, the quality of these are fantastic. You would never be able to tell these are from Alibaba. Like, you would never be able to tell a $50 to $300 or $350 difference based off of what I'm looking at right now.
Well,
and like, I know the camera's probably not gonna, like, the camera's gonna show how they look.
it's doing a great job
It's,
picking it
I don't
up.
know if it's gonna show like the real quality. Like, seeing these in person, like they're really good.
Yeah.
Like, really good
I
quality.
guess the only difference you could tell is the amount you spend in your wallet.
That's it. But that's the whole point. It's like, why are you gonna go spend $300 on a part when you can get literally the same quality and spend $250 less? Like, that's the goal when building any car or any project you do. It's at the end of the day, all these parts tally up to a pretty expensive number. Like, and when you can save money on stuff like this, it makes the world of a difference.
Maybe I should get my front grill from Alibaba.
You probably honestly should.
I don't think I could have explained that any better than what Gio already did. Again, I mean, you can spend top dollar money and get branded parts, but again, I don't think that it's really worth it, because in the end, they're all getting it from the same place. Now, there are some manufacturers in the US that do manufacture parts here in our country. Some companies, they'll state that they manufacture their parts in-house, but that is not the truth. Now, if you want to do some more research on this, I already have, but obviously, if you want to dive into it, I'll put a Instagram handle here. I think it's Roy Blige. He buys a lot of stuff from Alibaba, and he outs, he like exposes these companies that say that they manufacture parts in the US, but they really don't. So if you're really interested, again, I'll link his Instagram handle here. Check out his videos. It's really good. He actually convinced me to buy parts from Alibaba, and that's why I'm buying parts and installing them on my car to kind of prove it. And I want to see. I actually didn't believe it at first either. Neither did Gio. So that's what.
Well, that's gonna be a separate video, right?
That's gonna be a separate video.
So,
We'll get to that. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. But again, Alibaba daytime running light, looking good compared to the OEM one. Again, you can't go wrong. They both look great, but obviously the yellow looks sick. So we're gonna do the other side and complete this project. So we got the other side all done, so now it's the moment of truth. See if this side works perfectly fine, and
They are.
call it a done project. So let's turn this car on and see how she looks. Oh. That looks really good.
You see?
That looks really good. I think that these yellow daytime running lights belong on this car because the color, just like the frozen gray, money. It looks way more aggressive than what it did before. And note, like, this car is completely stock outside of what we just did. There's literally no mod. Like, suspension is completely stock, wheels are stock. There's no aero kits or canard, or there's no ground effects that we put onto this car. So for this to be your first mod on a G80, I think it looks aggressive as it does right now. Like, that just transforms the look of the car. Mike wants to do a new grille. He wants to put a lip on it, possibly lower it. After he does all that, these headlights are just gonna set it off. And now that we did it, he doesn't have to do it in the future. So
I think the next thing I want to do definitely would be the grille. It's probably like the less invasive project.
I don't know if you have to take the bumper off or not.
Well,
but either way, it's gonna get done.
We'll find out. I would imagine that this isn't as invasive as like taking a bumper off and putting a new lip on it or something like that.
It doesn't matter. Here at Velocity Garage, we learn. We learn, and we teach you guys. We take the risk for you guys. That way, you can watch a simple video and then not do what I do, which is put the wrong board in, and everybody's looking at everybody like, this isn't working.
Why isn't it working?
Why isn't it working?
Panic mode activated.
Panic mode activated.
Insert like the scene from SpongeBob where all the SpongeBobs in his head are like going crazy.
What's his name? What's his name?
And done.
But that looks really good. That's gonna call it for a done video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching us install these daytime running lights, and I hope to see you guys in the next clip that I put out. But yeah, again, if you guys like this video, make sure you like, comment, share to your friends, subscribe, and if you guys are wanting some more content from me, you can literally just follow me on Instagram. I post on there all the time. Most of it is car related, but you know, if you want to see what I do in my personal life other than post videos on YouTube, you can follow me on there and connect with me on Instagram. So again, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, share to your friends, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.